All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you now how I utilize this today. Today I just want to kind of go over some core exercises. Obviously as a chiropractor, core to me is extremely important, especially this time where it's harder to get out. You don't want to, injure yourself or anything like that. So it's really important to keep a strong core. So first of all, you want to, I like to using these two and combining them together. So basically I just take them and then kind of create a slip knot to them, so that way it's a whole lot longer, and then I find an area to attach them depending on what I want to do. So for this, I'm going to be working on the floor, so I'm going to go ahead and attach something lower here. So obviously for me, I'm pretty lucky here. I've got a stairway that has a lot of openings here, so I can attach them in multiple different ways, levels. You may not be as fortunate there, but I'm sure there's ways that you can attach them wherever you're at. So with this one, I'm going to go ahead and attach it down low here. So I've got one here, and on this other one, I'm going to be doing some stuff kind of in the middle, so I'm going to attach this one a little bit higher. So with these, how you attach them is basically, it's kind of similar, same way. Just kind of go through there, and then this one I'm going to kind of lock it up here so it doesn't slip down. So then I've got one here, and I've got one here that I can utilize, okay? So with the core, what we want to do is concentrate on all the different parts of the core. You don't want to just work your upper abs, okay? You want to work upper abs, lower abs. You want to work your obliques, and you also want to utilize your low back, which you need to also contract your glute muscles as well. So we're going to start off with our abs, okay? Now there's multiple ways of training abs, so I like to train them in a variety of different ways. I'm not going to go through all the different details of them on this video, but in the future ones I definitely can. We can work to get endurance with the core. We can do to create motion with the core, and we can do with more explosiveness with the core. So I may go through just a variety of different things, but I'm going to concentrate more on some of the basic stuff. So with this, we want to first work like our lower abs. So the function of the lower abs is bringing your leg up. So what I do is you can come down here, down low, and if you don't have a band, you can kind of, don't even use the band, just put them off to the side. Obviously, if you don't have it, you can't put it off to the side. And then with your low back, what you want to do is make sure you don't have a high arch. So you want to flatten out your arch so it's flattened on here. And then you want to lift your arms slightly. You want to put your arms down to the ground and then bend your knees slightly. And then the motion is this motion in here. So this works the lower abs and bringing those up here, okay? Just like that. So just before you touch the ground, then bring them up. And then you can kind of have your upper body and neck off the ground as well too. So this is the basic motion of the lower abs. You can also do one leg like a flutter kick in here. You can go off to the side, things like that. With the band, you can do is you can attach it on here. So I don't know if you can see me all the way there, but basically, so now they're attached. So obviously the further away from it, the more resistance you're going to be. Also, the wider your feet are, the more resistance is going to be as well too. So you can do the same thing where you're in here and you bring it up like that. Okay? Up and down. Okay? And that really works those lower abs, get them nice and strong. And then if you want to just hold it, so you can work on holding it. So just kind of holding it there, and then you feel the resistance on here. Then you can do the motion, and then you can actually go explosiveness too, where you go up to each side and kind of really work those really good, okay? Then for your upper abs, that's more bringing your shoulders down. So with that, we can go and just do a basic ab crunch. You don't want to work your neck. You want to make sure you kind of go with it, and that helps contract the abs. Okay? And then with this, you can do is you can take this off here, then you can bring it up higher, like in here, and then you can kind of do an ab crunch like this. You can go in this direction and make sure you're working your abs here. You don't want to bend from your waist. You want to bend up in here. So you can go down on your knees and kind of do that. Just like, again, right up in here at your upper abs. You can actually go off to one side a little bit and work them in a variety of different ways. Okay, so there's a lot of different things you can do for your upper abs. But again, I'm just going to show you a couple of these. Now for your obliques, you can use the other one here. And then this one has the handle, so I like to hold it with my hands here, then kind of bring it out here. So you're doing what we call like a wood chop. So you're kind of rotating it. Then obviously you can go down to the other side, and these works more your obliques. For a variety of things, you can also take them and then you can kind of bring them to your chest and out. Okay, so there you create a motion. If you just want endurance, you can just hold it. Okay, you can go up and down, or you can do quite a few different things. You can do explosiveness where you jump up, and obviously as you jump, it's going to want to pull you back, so you want to keep that there, keep that steady. You can also do jump up and go forward, makes it even harder. And then you can kind of go back and then rotate. Same thing. Back again. So you really can work your abs in a variety of different way. Okay? So this is a great workout. So this is some basic stuff that you can do. We did the upper abs, lower abs, obliques. And the last thing would be our glutes. So with our glutes, and then our low back, to instigate or to contract the low back, we want to activate the glutes first. So what I would do is you lay down on the floor, take your feet and kind of overlap them a little bit. And then one of the functions of the glute is abduction of the legs. So basically you're gonna resist and try to pull your legs apart. And as you do that, you will see your glutes activate and start to contract. So that's the first thing you wanna do. Then you want to do is create motion in the glutes, so then you lift them up, and now you can really feel your glutes working. Now when you do that, now is when you want to lift your shoulders up. So you first can start off with your arms down to your side. So basically it's abduction, contract the glutes, lift them up, and then lift your low back. So now you're utilizing your low back. So this is important to get the glutes activated first before we start moving the low back. So together, up, then lift. To make it even harder, you can actually put your arms forward. And obviously, the more forward you are, the harder it's going to be. So again, activate, and then up. And you can also use some hand weights too to make it even harder. And then hold it, okay? Another thing you can do is you can activate them and then kind of come up and down. That's another thing you can do. And there's also a variety of exercises you can do for your glutes with the band as well too. So one thing with the band is you can take it, bring it down, make sure it's kind of low enough. If it feels like it's going to crawl up, you can just take your thumbs down to low, and then basically you're doing a hip thrust. So get it far enough so you have some resistance, and then you bring it back and then thrust forward. Just like that. Obviously, the thicker the band, the further away you are from it, the more resistance you're going to go. So you're going to go and hold, forward and hold. Okay, there's a variety of things you can do with that. Okay, so that's some of the basics. I know there's tons of other exercises that you can do, and I gladly can go over those with you in another video. Also, if there's anything you'd want me to help you with, or you're not sure about certain exercise, I will gladly go over that with you, and I plan on doing them, whether it's chest, back, shoulders, or anything like that. So just something you request, just hit me up. And I know I am the best at all this stuff. I am not Mr. Pro at it. I do love the exercise, and so I do know quite a bit about it, but there are other people that probably know way more than I do. I get a lot of my information from Athlean-X, so praise to him. He knows his stuff really well. So, and a few other people too that I utilize. So by no means just use me. And if you guys have some other great ideas too, we're all in this together, guys. Let's help each other out. Okay.